Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. I'm Alexandra Carter. It is Thursday, April 18th. Here's News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl with a look at our early morning forecast. I don't know, Bill, you don't have the best news, but I guess we do still need the rain, right? So we'll take it.
Yeah, that's the silver lining of this week. It's been a rather gloomy week. It was nice on Monday, but boy, since Tuesday, it's either been cloudy and or raining. And again, it's made for not the nicest of weeks, but as you mentioned, we can use the rainfall, the moisture, and so that's some beneficial news. In fact, yesterday's highs in the 50s for most, that 61 in La Crosse, a little deceiving. That was just after midnight, but overall a gloomy day with the rain in the morning and then cloudy skies in the afternoon. We're going to see a similar day today. We've got light rain falling in La Crosse right now, and we're going to see rain showers through about midday. Yesterday, 0.15 inches of rainfall on top of what fell on Tuesday. 61 and 39 are the averages, so we're going to be slightly below that today. 89 and 20 are the records for today, and both of those numbers will stay safe. So that rain has now crept eastward across the Mississippi River. You can see the most persistent rains are down across northeastern Iowa and near the Prairie du Chien area and into Crawford County. Some moderate rain down there. Otherwise, light rain for most. Eau Claire, you're going to be on the northern fringe of this, so you'll see minimal amounts of rainfall there. Current temperatures in the 40s for most, 47 in La Crosse, 43 in Eau Claire. A cloudy and cool day with those showers, especially through about lunchtime. Highs in La Crosse around 54. I'll have more information with my 8-day forecast. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Bill, we will see you then. Thank you. Time now for the stories making headlines right now. Senate Democrats voted down articles of impeachment against Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. He became the second U.S. Cabinet Secretary ever impeached by the House. In a party line vote, House Republicans accused him of not enforcing immigration laws and breaching public trust. Democrats slammed the move as a political stunt. CBS News' Jared Hill has the latest for us.
House Republicans' weeks-long effort to oust the Secretary of Homeland Security over in about 3 hours in the Senate.
The article falls.
The Democratic majority rejected 2 articles of impeachment, charging Alejandro Mayorkas with failing to enforce immigration law and breach of public trust.
We had to set a precedent that impeachment should never be used to settle policy disagreements.
Never before in the history of our republic has the Senate dismissed or tabled articles of impeachment when the impeached individual was alive and had not resigned.
Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson said he was disappointed in the Senate's action.
I think it's a violation of their constitutional responsibility.
Johnson's future could sit on shaky ground as he shifts focus to separate bills that would give billions of dollars to Israel and Ukraine. President Biden voiced support for the Ukraine bill.
The Congress has to pass the continued funding,
which will likely need votes from Democrats to pass. Some House conservatives have threatened to trigger a vote to oust Johnson over his willingness to reach across the aisle.
And Mayorkas is scheduled to testify before a Senate panel today in Washington over the president's budget proposals for his department. Mayorkas said only Congress can fix the broken immigration system. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill pressed the president and Board of Trustees of Columbia University yesterday, accusing the school of tolerating anti-Semitic protests and failing to discipline professors who they say glorified the October 7th massacre. The school's president denounced anti-Semitism on campus and said she is committed to doing everything she can to confront it. But New York Republican Elise Stefanik grilled her about a professor who expressed support for the Hamas attack and still has her job.
You should know this, President Shafiq, but Mossad is still, in fact, listed on the Columbia website as chair of the Academic Review Committee. Are you aware of that?
I would need to check that.
It's the website's right
I don't want
here.
to misstate because
so he hasn't been removed as chair.
I would like to.
Do you have my commitment he'll be removed as chair today?
I have my commitment that I will come back to you and give you the facts.
Columbia's leader faced the same committee that questioned other Ivy League presidents in December. That hearing led to the resignations of the presidents of both Harvard and the University of Pennsylvania. Following yesterday's hearing, pro-Palestinian and pro-Israel protests took place outside of Columbia University. The Justice Department is in the final stages of negotiating a settlement with the victims of Larry Nassar. That's according to the Wall Street Journal. Nassar was the physician convicted of sexually assaulting female athletes while he worked with USA Gymnastics. In 2021, USA Gymnastics and the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee agreed to a $380 million settlement with the victims. Nassar is in prison for up to 175 years. A former football coach and counselor at Assumption Catholic High School is accused of taking inappropriate videos of his students. 33-year-old Seth Milkey facing 10 felony counts. According to the criminal complaint, police went to his house in March for a welfare check. He was reportedly talking about killing himself after his wife found child pornography on his computer. Police found photos and videos of 10 students taken with a spy camera they say he hid in a clock. The Diocese of La Crosse issued a statement saying it is shocked and deeply saddened by the allegations. It adds Milkey went through a background check before he was hired. Milkey now facing a maximum sentence of 3.5 years in prison for each of those 10 counts. The Wisconsin Supreme Court is hearing a case that could reshape how the state government works. Governor Tony Evers previously filed a lawsuit against the Republican-controlled legislature. That lawsuit cites dozens of conservation projects the legislature's Joint Finance Committee has blocked, despite governor approval. Evers claims the Joint Finance Committee is violating the separation of powers and has become a fourth branch of government. A Wisconsin lawsuit says voters with disabilities should be able to vote electronically. Several voters with disabilities filed that suit this week, arguing electronic absentee voting should be an option and that not providing those options is both discriminatory and unconstitutional. Current state law provides that option only for military and overseas voters. The lawsuit argues since most absentee voting is on a paper ballot, voters with disabilities can't vote without help. The Ho-Chunk Nation is launching a new app. The app teaches how to speak Ho-Chunk, which is considered an endangered language. For now, you can learn the fundamentals of the language, but more units will be added in future updates. We have a link so you can download the app on our website. That's news8000.com. Altoona's rapid growth is forcing city officials to rethink the fire department's capacity. News 8 Now's Michael Germain reports on the expansion plans being weighed to keep up with rising emergency calls in one of Wisconsin's fastest growing communities.
Population growth in Altoona means there's been a higher demand for firefighters and police officers. Currently, the fire department and police station share a building, but the lack of space has become challenging, causing them to relocate.
Our call volume in the last 10 years has doubled, so for both fire and EMS calls.
Fire Chief Mark Renderman says the Altoona Fire Department has outgrown their current location at 1904 Spooner Avenue.
We've had equipment stored at a couple of different locations in which we determined we needed to do something.
But a renovation will be costly.
The cost to renovate this for the fire department is quite high.
Renderman says there might be another option.
Through some networking with other department heads in the city, we determined we could move the fire department to 2 different locations as well as improve our current response.
The first location is the county shops building that the city recently acquired. It's located next door to their current facility and gives the department the space they need. The second location is 2740 Bauer Street in Eau Claire. Chief Renderman says this will help cover other parts of the city with more efficiency. Roy Atkinson, the assistant city administrator, says relocating the fire department will also help save the city money.
It's a great step and stride for the community. All of our department heads came together and we creatively found ways to really save the community money. It helps the community assure better response, and it helps put us in a better spot for the future.
Chief Renderman says they plan to be moved into the new locations by the end of the month. The ultimate goal is to acquire enough funds to build an entirely new fire department facility.
The time now is 6:08. Still ahead on your morning news, the International Monetary Fund says growing U.S. government debt may have an impact on the rest of the world. We'll take a look at that coming up in today's Consumer News. And leaders on Capitol Hill held a hearing to investigate new allegations of safety issues with Boeing 787 Dreamliner jets. We'll hear testimony from one whistleblower who says the planes have a serious design flaw. That and more coming up. And for now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. Doing something good for your health and fitness is always a good idea, But there's another reason. Today is National Exercise Day. You don't have to be a health enthusiast. This day is for everyone. You can use this day to get creative and think of new ways to get your body moving. You could pick up a new hobby like gardening, go out dancing, or burn some calories with a little spring cleaning. And with the weather warming up, it is a great time to explore a new park or trail or take your dog out for a walk. And Bill will have your dog walking forecast when we come back, and we'll also have your consumer news. Stay with us.
At Ashley Spring Semi-Annual Sale, you can spring into savings with Hot Buy $7.99 and under. Plus, shop our Spring Sofa Sale with 0% interest until April 2029 on in-store purchases. Hurry in and meet the all-new Ashley today.
You made a cow. Actually, it's a piggy bank. My inspiration to start saving.
How about a more solid way to save?
I'm listening.
Well, BMO helps get your savings habit into shape with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward?
And there's a cash bonus when you open a new checking account to get you started.
Wow. Anything you can't do?
Mugs.
BMO. It's not very often a fella gets to offer the best products in the marketplace at a price lower than most others. When I look at this beautiful showroom, when I consider the quality of our products and the team of 80 exceptional professionals, we should be higher priced, but we're not. If you have any doubts for your next home improvement project, you should contact the Board Store today. It's not all the sales and discounts, it's the bottom line that counts, and you'll get no better bottom line than at the Board Store Home Improvements.
Hi, I'm Brody from Great River Harley-Davidson. If you haven't been in this year, consider this your invitation to stop by. Whether it's your first time on a bike or you've been riding for years, I want to invite you to stop into Great River Harley-Davidson.
I'm a martial artist, a skydiver, a pilot, and all of them require your feet to work. Get up in the morning and it felt like I was standing on marbles on my heel. When I went into the Good Feet store, the fitting was personalized. It was all about me. You put in the arch supports and your day becomes better and the sun shines, the unicorns run by, and you know, it's a good life. I'm Randy and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Meet the all-new Ashley. Discover new styles in remodeled stores, offering everything you need to create inspired spaces. From our store to your door. The new Ashley. It's the love of home.
Welcome back, everyone, and a good Thursday morning to you. It is 6:12. A check of the schoolcast. You're going to want to make sure the kids are prepared for yet more rain showers, especially this morning through about lunchtime, and then it should be dry by the time they get out of school later today. Mid-40s at 7 a.m., low 50s by lunchtime, afternoon highs around 54. So dog walking forecast got a red paw this morning due to the rain. Showers taper early this afternoon, so maybe later today you might be okay for a walk if you want to stay dry, and then decreasing clouds as we head into tonight. Look at this handsome young fella, Dwight, hoping to walk with Tara at some point. Tara tells me that Dwight loves walks and he's super excited about his first spring and those spring scents. Very, very handsome little corgi there. All right, looking through CityCam, another gloomy morning. My goodness, cloudy and rain continues to fall here in downtown La Crosse. More showers through about lunchtime. Breezy, dry, but cool tomorrow and Saturday. In fact, Friday and Saturday nights, we could see temperatures in the upper 20s to lower 30s, causing that frost and or freeze potential early Saturday and Sunday mornings. So radar showing those rain showers moving in from the south and west. Some moderate rain where you see these these yellows and oranges from portions of Fillmore County through Winneshiek, Allamakee, and Crawford counties, stretching eastward into Richland County as well. And Eau Claire, you're going to be on the northern fringe of this, so minimal amounts for you. Temperatures currently in the 40s, and again, it's going to be a cool day with highs in the Cross in the lower to middle 50s, right around 54. With those rain showers tapering early this afternoon. I will have the rest of my 8-day forecast in just over 3 minutes.
Time now for some consumer news. The U.S. government's rising debt and high interest rates could cause borrowing costs around the world to spike. A spike in yields on U.S. government bonds associated with surges in government bonds elsewhere, according to the IMF. The agency says that puts pressure on global interest rates and pushes up the cost of borrowing in the rest of the world. Alaska Airlines is back up and running or flying. Yesterday, the Federal Aviation Administration grounded Alaska Airlines flights nationwide at the carrier's request. Company officials say they had a problem during a system upgrade, and safety concerns led them to call for the planes to sit still. The situation was resolved about an hour later, and the ground stop was lifted. And Tesla, back in the news today, it's asking its shareholders to re-vote on a pay package for CEO Elon Musk. The package was approved by shareholders back in 2018, but a judge in Delaware threw it out in January, saying the deal was deeply flawed. Musk doesn't get a salary, but his compensation is in stock options based on Tesla reaching financial milestones. The package is currently worth tens of billions of dollars. Shareholders are expected to vote on the package at their annual meeting on June 13th. Dual congressional hearings yesterday revealed shocking allegations of lapses of safety controls at Boeing. Ivan Rodriguez is breaking down the testimony for us.
Boeing feeling the pressure as current and former employees join a panel of witnesses testifying before a Senate subcommittee about what the hearing title called a broken safety culture at the company.
I'm not going to sugarcoat this. This is a criminal cover-up.
Sam Salahpour, a quality engineer for Boeing, says when assembling the fuselage on 787 aircrafts, gaps between pieces were left too wide, creating stress which could lead to fatigue and failure over time.
I want to make clear that I have raised these issues over 3 years. I was ignored. I was told not to create delays. I was told, frankly, to shut up.
Ahead of Wednesday's testimony, Boeing said inspections found no evidence of fatigue in parts of the plane now facing questions. The company released a statement reading in part, "We are fully confident in the 787 Dreamliner. These claims about structural integrity of the 787 are inaccurate and do not represent the comprehensive work Boeing has done to ensure the quality and long-term safety of the aircraft." Boeing has faced more than 5 years of questions over its commercial jets following 2 deadly crashes of a different model, the 737 MAX. January's door plug blowout aboard an Alaska Airlines flight added to the pressure. In an earlier hearing Wednesday, a panel of experts informed Congress of a series of recommendations they have made to the FAA for how to fix the issues at Boeing.
There needs to be an environment of psychological safety. They need to learn from that and communicate it and pass it on.
That's it for your morning consumer news. The time now is 6:17. Let's check in with News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl, who has a look at our forecast for us. Hello, Bill.
Good morning, Alexandra. Well, we did reach 61 for an official high yesterday. Kind of deceiving, though. That was just after midnight, but that was barely above average, so that kept our streak alive 9 days in a row now with an above average high temperature, but that does look to change for the next couple of days with below average readings. Now, a time lapse from yesterday. Boy, it was a gloomy Wednesday, wasn't it? We had the rain showers in the morning, mainly dry in the afternoon, albeit cloudy, and then just in time for the sun to set, we had that partial clearing. At least it made for a nice little sunset last evening. Here's the view at about 8:41 last evening. Now, a live look through CityCam will show more wet weather. Cloudy skies, some light rain falling in downtown La Crosse, where it's 46 degrees at the airport, 46 at the station. Winds out of the south at 6, and the Mississippi was up a bit, starting to fall again, 6.37 feet. Still dry for you folks in Eau Claire with a mostly cloudy sky, 43 degrees, winds out of the south-southwest at 5 to 10. So temperatures primarily in the 40s this morning. including 46 in Winona, 41 in Black River Falls, 37 the chilly spot at the Sparta Fort McCoy Airport, 43 in Viroqua, and 46 in Prairie du Chien. Winds will generally be from the west today at about 5 to 10, maybe 15 miles per hour. So radar showing that rain has moved into the area. The most persistent rains, maybe some moderate rain from portions of Fillmore, Winneshiek, Allamakee, into Crawford and Richland counties, starting to creep into far southern Vernon County as well. Eau Claire, you folks in the Chippewa Valley, you're going to be on the far northern fringe of this, so very light rainfall amounts for you folks. And the rest of us will see maybe a tenth to a quarter of an inch. The cause, a cold front combined with this disturbance over the Central Plains, bringing that moisture into the region from the south and west, and quite windy tomorrow on the backside of that frontal boundary. So Sky Tracker showing the periods of rain through about early afternoon or so, and then tapering shortly after that. Clearing skies as we head into night. It's going to make for a chilly night. And then tomorrow, some sunshine to start, and then clouds roll in for the afternoon, and rather windy conditions from the west tomorrow, 15 to 25, gusting to 35 miles per hour. Again, rain trackers showing very little rain up around Eau Claire in the Chippewa Valley. Maybe a tenth to 2/10 of an inch of rain from I-90 and points southward. Will have the best chance of seeing a quarter inch of rain or more. Zone forecast showing cooler high temperatures today in the lower to middle 50s for many spots. In fact, most of our 65 locations seeing highs between about 50 and 55, maybe a 56-degree reading in Durand and Chippewa Falls and up towards Bloomer, where those rain chances are lower. So for today, mainly cloudy, cool with those showers, especially through midday, 54 in the Cross. Tonight, mostly clear and chillier. Lows around 35. And speaking of chilly, 50 and windy tomorrow, 50 on Saturday. Look at those overnight lows, though. Could see some frost and or freezing temps early Saturday and Sunday mornings. And then upper 50s to low 60s into next week. Another chance of showers later on Monday into Monday night. Lingering on Tuesday as well, and then dry next Wednesday and Thursday. Small chance of showers next Friday. But temperatures fairly cooler, at least all of those numbers near or below average over the next 8 days. Alexandra?
This is not the spring I ordered. Thank you, Bill. Time now is 6:20. Still ahead on your morning news, a new study has some eye-opening findings about your kids' online safety. The longer they're scrolling through social media, the higher risk they could face of cyberbullying. We'll break down the new findings after the Sports Blitz.
38 of our area athletes making their next chapter official on Wednesday, plus the Brewers. We're looking to snap their 3-game skid. I'll have the highlights coming up in the Blitz.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. Whether you're ready to build your dream yard or get out on the water, we get you the right products at the right prices. Like 40-pound bags of Blaine's brand wild bird food, just $16.99. $5 off 36-pound bags of Estate Weed and Feed or lawn fertilizer. Save $50 on this DeWalt pressure washer and power up with Blaine's Farm and Fleet vehicle batteries, starting at $43.99. We get you outdoors because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
At Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, we're bringing out all the latest styles for patio and outdoor furniture. From dining sets to sectionals and even fire tables, they're all on sale. We've got all of our favorites in stock. That means no waiting. Plus, for a limited time, you'll receive free delivery on your outdoor furniture. Shop the best quality brands from Homecrest and Brizesta, furniture that's designed to last in any weather. Sale prices and free delivery happening now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Voted your favorite furniture store.
You want to provide something safe and reliable, something that won't break down when they need it and is there to support them in the good times and bad. Purchasing a vacuum is like buying a car. You want the best for what you pay for. A vacuum you can depend on to last years. Don't settle for a cheap big box model when you can get a vacuum that is made to last and does exactly what it needs to do. Visit A1 Vacuum Sales and Service.
A1 Vacuum. Our business is picking up.
Quality time with Taco John's. You never forget the big moments, like devouring your first slice of crispy oven-baked taco pizza loaded with 7 layers of classic taco toppings. Or your wedding. Both are life-changing. One-of-a-kind new taco pizza, only at Taco John's.
Cooley Carpet has always been more than just carpet, and now the name will reflect that. Cooley Floors and Design. Along with the brand new name, there's a fresh new look to the showroom. Don't worry, Cooley Floors and Design still has the same great team at the same convenient location. Ready to elevate your space? The design consultants will take the time to discuss your dreams, needs, and your budget. Cooley Floors and Design will accompany you through every step, from expert advice to professional installation. Visit Cooley Floors and Design on Mormon Cooley Road for a fresh new look.
This is you, one place to the next. One more thing to check off the list. But stopping for 30 minutes? Well, that's just not an option. So that's why there's this, the News 8000 app. All your local news, plus a little bit beyond. So take a break when you want to.
The 8000 Plus app. Stream on your time.
Welcome to the Blitz. Playing college sports is the goal for many of our area high school athletes. A lot of them made that next step official yesterday. Let's start at home and high. 17 athletes signing their letter of intent. We begin with Trinity Horseman. She's headed to UW Oshkosh to play golf. Sydney Valiska is staying close to home. She'll pursue track and cross country at UWL. Calvin Gilbertson is headed to UW Eau Claire to pursue his baseball career as a member of the Blue Golds. Ava Foster is headed to Madison Technical College. She plans to join the Wolfpack on the pitch to play soccer. Melissa Hoff has been busy all offseason preparing for her next step as she plans to pursue volleyball at UW Superior. Hoff's teammate Izzy Jar is staying close to home. She plans to soar with the V-Hawks and their powerhouse volleyball squad at Viterbo. Multi-sport athlete Olivia Schneider will take her talents to Winona State University and join the Warriors soccer team. Ava Werner signing her letter of intent to pursue track and cross country at Bemidji State University. Preston Cradaville isn't going too far. He'll hit the wrestling mat at UWL. Well, this one sounds fun. Ethan Archer is headed to Missouri Valley College to pursue bronco riding. Love it. Madeline Hall plans to hit the mat at UW Stevens Point. She joins the Pointers wrestling team. Sam Horman is headed to Loras College to pursue track and cross country. Lucas Martin is headed to Marion University to join the bowling team. Colin Mosser is going to UW Platteville to join the track and field squad. Jaden Roden staying in the area. She joins the Eagles track and field team at UWL. Isaac Rollins will hit the pitch at UW Stout as he commits to join the Blue Devils soccer squad. And last but not least, Luke Table is going to UW Eau Claire to pursue golf with the Blue Golds. A couple of big signings at Onalaska as well. Two standout athletes making their next chapter official. Friends, family, coaches, fellow teammates, all on hand to show their support for Blake Bernstead and Evan Anderson. Bernstead is headed to St. Paul, Minnesota, as he commits to St. Thomas to run cross country and track, while Anderson is headed to D1 program South Dakota, where he plans on hitting the hardwood in the Summit League for the Coyotes. Let's go to Logan High. 10 athletes signing their letter of intent yesterday. Amelia Adams is headed to UW Stevens Point to pursue wrestling. Ava Detweiler is headed to Carthage College to pursue volleyball. Eagles are getting a good one. Aaliyah Hamilton will showcase her skills on the hardwood at UWL. She might run into Matthew Jarrett on campus, the senior also committing to UWL as he plans to run track. Another future Eagle signing her letter of intent, Shafali Ramakrishnan, plans to pursue swimming at UW La Crosse. Solomon Szymanski is headed to the pitch at Marion University to play soccer. Greta Vlandon plans on running track at Lawrence University. Gabe Weber staying here in La Crosse. He got a BGC scholarship at Viterbo. Also hopes to walk onto the V-Hawks track team. Kobe Safran also headed to Viterbo. He'll be on the diamond with the V-Hawks baseball squad. And Julie Yang staying close to home. She plans to run track at UWL. The Caledonia High School athletes got the day started bright and early. Jordan Tornstrom going to Upper Iowa to play football. Campbell Cognac heading to RCTC for soccer. Also heading to Upper Iowa is Owen Denstead. He'll be hitting the wrestling mat for the Peacocks. Hunter Getzinger is going to Augsburg University, where he'll play baseball. Next up, Cameron Klug, the senior, headed to North Iowa Area Community College to pursue wrestling. Logan Kepke is on her way to Concordia St. Paul to join the Golden Bears volleyball team. Braylon Lang staying here in La Crosse as she plans to pursue softball for the Eagles. Also staying in La Crosse is Sturk Myrie, but he'll be headed to Viterbo to play volleyball for the V-Hawks. And Emma Ramos also plans on playing volleyball in college. She'll get the chance at St. Mary's. Brewers looking to avoid being swept by the Padres. Plays like this will definitely help. Abner Uribe keeping this one scoreless in the 8th. Runner on third, but Uribe's an athlete. What a strike to first, and good defense leads to good offense. Bottom 8, Brewers finally break through. Blake Perkins coming up clutch again. Base hit to left. Bryce Terang races home from second. Milwaukee gets on the board. That's all the Crew would need in this one. 1-0 the final. Brewers get back in the win column. That'll do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
Come into comfort during the International Furniture Fjords sales event. Get $200 off all Fjords chairs in stock and special orders. The Tri-State's largest Fjords showroom is at International Furniture, La Crosse.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order.
Scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
You just have to get in the seat of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Not because of how easy it is to use, or because of our expert dealers. Not even because it has implements for every job. You just have to get in the seat because breaking ground on your dream home feels pretty great.
Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a Deere. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
Spring has sprung, the grass has riz. I wonder where the furniture is. At King Furniture, of course.
During our spring clearance event, save an additional 10% off our already low prices. Plus, take advantage of 0% free financing, recliners, sofas, sectionals, dining rooms, and more. With our huge selection of in-stock furniture, low price guarantee, and free delivery, why shop anywhere else?
It's the King Furniture Spring Clearance Sale.
Ram is built to serve, and you'll find the Ram you're looking for at Pischke Motors in West Salem or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
It's last call on a Hemi V8 1500 during Ram Truck Month. Stop into Pischke Motors now to see our great selection. Ram combines power, technology, comfort, and capability with unparalleled durability, towing, hauling. Ram's V8 Hemi 1500 has you covered. Hurry in before they're all gone for good.
Start your search at Pischke.com and then drive away in your new Ram.
Kelly needs new floors, so she went to the flooring experts at LL Flooring, and it was as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Floor.
Step 1, find the material that works for you.
Had to be hound-proof.
Step 2, browse your style and your budget.
Blonde wood, naturally.
Step 3, pick the right floor at the right price. Step 4, floor. Enjoy. LL Flooring. Every step covered. Right now, save up to $500 on installation. Schedule your free estimate today.
Come into comfort during the International Furniture Fjords sales event. Get $200 off all Fjords chairs in stock and special orders. The Tri-State's largest Fjords showroom is at International Furniture, La Crosse.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
In your morning medical news, a new study warns that teens who spend more time on social media face a higher risk of weight-related bullying. That research found each extra hour on social media increases the likelihood of experiencing this type of bullying by 13%. The study singled out social media platform X and streaming site Twitch as having the strongest link to weight-based bullying, with a 69% and 49% increase respectively. Both companies say they have guidelines in place to protect user safety. If you're coasting through your workday without much mental stimulation, you'll want to hear this. A new study published in the journal Neurology suggests having a mentally undemanding job could put you at a higher risk of cognitive decline and dementia later in life. Researchers analyzed data from 7,000 Norwegian workers and found those with unstimulating jobs had a whopping 66% higher risk of mild cognitive impairment and a 37% higher risk of dementia after age 70 compared to those with mentally engaging occupations. And turkey season is underway. While hunters venture into the forest, you should be on the lookout for ticks. News 8 Now's Allison Fergut explains why there's a higher chance a tick could carry illnesses like Lyme disease this time of year.
A warm winter meant an earlier start to the tick season this year. And with most ticks now at the adult stage of their life cycle and having the chance to move around earlier this year, it means there's a higher chance they could be carrying diseases. It's something that hunters, hikers, and forest lovers alike should be keeping in mind this spring. Early spring, when the Midwest sees an uptick in reported tick bites.
Ticks will start
kind of coming out and looking to feed as soon as we hit about 40 degrees. And really, anytime there's not snow on the ground, there can be ticks out.
Thanks to warm weather this year, ticks got an early start to their season.
They've been active since early February, and they are still active now.
Lee surveys ticks throughout Wisconsin. He says so far, tick numbers are pretty normal, but serious tick-related health emergencies are happening earlier.
Not surprisingly, with the early start to the deer tick season, we also saw an earlier number of visits to the emergency department as well.
Now that most ticks in Wisconsin have reached their adult stage, it can be both a good and bad thing.
They're a little bit bigger. They're a little bit easier to spot. On the other hand, the Lyme disease rate can actually be higher because they've had a chance to have multiple blood meals at that point.
With mature ticks being more likely to carry diseases, Hillstrom says it's crucial to prevent them from latching on.
The first thing is just long pants and a long sleeve shirt. The less chance they have to get to your skin.
He also recommends checking your body for ticks after being in the forest, taking a shower when you get home, and throwing your clothes in the dryer for 10 minutes. If you were bitten and are worried you contracted a tick-borne disease, there are a few things to look out for, like a fever and other flu-like symptoms. And of course, the most recognizable one.
About 80% of the people who get bitten by a tick, they normally develop that bullseye rash.
If you think you've picked up a disease, you should visit your doctor. Hillstrom says there was roughly 5,000 cases of Lyme disease last year in Wisconsin. And he adds that the CDC estimates that the actual number could be 10 times that due to underreporting. In La Crosse, Allison Ferget, News 8 Now.
Cedric Schindler, the Monroe County Board Chairman, is throwing his hat in the ring for Wisconsin's 95th Assembly District. He made it official yesterday in Sparta, kicking off his campaign for the Republican nomination. With decades of experience in local government and a background running a dairy farm, Schindler says he's ready to tackle the big issues in Madison. He's pledging to clean up PFAS, invest in rural broadband, and fight for blue-collar workers across his district. First Companies is breaking ground for its new state-of-the-art distribution center in West Salem. The upcoming 308,000 square foot facility will include an HVAC training center and is expected to create about 100 new job opportunities in western Wisconsin. First Companies says automation and robotics will be part of the center's operations, and the technology is quite impressive.
It's the neatest thing. It's called Exotech, and there are little robots that look like Roombas that go up and down the aisles and grab the product, bring it to the packer, and shoot out for their next order to come. It's really cutting-edge technology that we're really proud to be part of.
The distribution center is expected to be finished early next year. The Coulee region celebrated diversity during Central High School's first Cultural Awareness Night. The event highlighted various traditions from multiple cultures. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall was there, and he learned how it's connecting audiences with the Hmong culture.
Veng Zhang is the coach of Ethereal Phoenix. Among American, dances like the ones performed tonight are helping him learn more about his culture.
I never really got to be in touch with my Hmong identity until I got older. And so I think just having it be able to reach others so openly, I think it's just something that is a challenge.
Zhang says it's challenging because the history is scattered, but the song reminds him of some countries Hmong people come from.
So the song title translates to, back to like the lands in Laos, Vietnam, but then it's just saying like, oh, we're here, we're happy.
Luna Vu is one of the dancers. She feels the performances raise awareness on La Crosse's Hmong population.
It educates them, and it also just shows more culture into their life.
Associate Principal Amber Erickson says nights like these are critical.
In order to help everyone around us and be able to support everyone and everybody's traditions, we have to know what that's about.
In La Crosse, Jeremy Wall, News 8 Now this morning.
And the dance group plans to raise awareness of Hmong culture at more competitions. Other cultures represented last night included Hispanic, Black, and Ukrainian. Time now is 6:37. Let's check in with News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl to tell us what to expect for our morning commute. Going to be another umbrella day, right, Bill?
That's right, and another wet morning commute as a live look through CityCam will show light rain generally falling in the La Crosse area. and wet streets around the region, especially in central and southern portions of the Butte area. And that's in my Drivecast for this Thursday. Be prepared for a wet morning commute. Chance of those showers through about lunchtime or so, and then those showers should taper and shift to the east early this afternoon with high temperatures in the lower to middle 50s, so cooler than average high of 61. You can see on radar the moderate rainfall where you see the yellows over parts of Fillmore, Winneshiek, Isle McKee into portions of Vernon, Crawford, and Richland counties. Just light rain from La Crosse and points to the north. In fact, hardly any rain falling so far in the Eau Claire area, I should say. Current temperatures in the 40s for most, and we will see a mainly cloudy and cool day with those showers this morning primarily, with highs in La Crosse around 54 degrees. I will have the rest of my 8-day forecast on the other side of the break, but coming up in our Buzz Report, Alien is returning to theaters, and we will tell you how to get tickets to Ridley Scott's classic space thriller after the break in today's entertainment news. Keep it right here. We're going to be right back.
Here at The Y, we offer more than just a job. Experience the personal satisfaction that comes from nurturing the potential of youth and teens, improving our community's health and well-being, and providing support to our neighbors. Join us in this amazing work.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org. or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
Carl's spring cleaning sale is going on right now.
Save up to 60% on floor displays, scratch and dent, and one-of-a-kind items.
Buy an LG 4-piece kitchen package and get an LG 55-inch TV free.
Purchase an LG laundry pair and get a 9-month supply of detergent free.
TVs are clearance price.
Save up to 70% on in-stock mattresses.
Also, our new grills have arrived.
Our spring cleaning sale is on.
Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
Remember when I said we need a screen for colon cancer?
Was that after I texted the age to screen was now 45? Because I said Cologuard.
Hey there.
Where did he come from?
Yep, with me, you can screen at home. Just talk to your provider.
We'll screen with Cologuard and do it my way.
Cologuard is a one-of-a-kind way to screen for colon cancer that's effective and non-invasive. It's for people 45 plus at average risk, not high risk. False positive and negative results may occur.
Ask your provider for me. Cologuard.
Here at The Y, we offer more than just a job. Experience the personal satisfaction that comes from nurturing the potential of youth and teens, improving our community's health and well-being, and providing support to our neighbors. Join us in this amazing work.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. A good Thursday morning to you. It is 6:42. Before we get to that forecast, a check of the allergy report. Low symptoms across the board today due to the rain showers that we're seeing outside right now. A little bit higher symptoms tomorrow with a dry and windy day. Much less juniper pollen in the latest air samples compared to last week, and much more hackberry, birch, oak, and maple pollen. Now, mowing forecast, not a great day to do it today with the rain showers primarily through midday, 54 the high, and then breezy but dry tomorrow and Saturday, highs both days right around 50 degrees in the La Crosse area. It is another wet morning in downtown La Crosse, some light rain falling, 46 degrees at the airport and 46 at the station downtown. Winds out of the south and west at around 5 to 10. The Mississippi falling a bit, 6.37 feet. Eau Claire still dry for you folks with a cloudy sky, 43. You're going to be on kind of the northern fringe of this rain chance, so anything that falls there will be very, very light. Current temperatures in the 40s for most right now, 46 in Winona, 42 in Black River Falls, 37 in Exception in Sparta, 43 in Viroqua, 45 in Decorah, and 46 in Prairie du Chien. Winds starting to shift to the west, and they'll increase a little bit today, 5 to 10, maybe 15 miles per hour, so not as windy as the past couple of days. The radar is showing moderate rain where you see those yellows over parts of southeastern Minnesota, back into Winneshiek, Allen McKee, portions of Vernon, Crawford, and Richland counties. Just light rain here in La Crosse right now. And again, notice how Eau Claire, you are on the far northern edge of this precipitation shield, so that's why the rain chances there are quite a bit lower. The cause, cold front combined with this low coming out of the central plains, that is the cause for those showers that you see across the region this morning. Rather windy behind that front for tomorrow. Now, Sky Tracker shows the rain showers through about lunchtime, and then they quickly dissipate and shift to the east as we head into the afternoon. Clearing skies tonight, and that's going to lead to a chilly night tonight. Some sunshine to start our Friday, but then clouds increase during the afternoon. Winds increase as well from the west-northwest, 15 to 25, gusting to 35 miles per hour. Rain trackers showing very little rainfall up towards Eau Claire. Here in La Crosse, maybe 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch of rainfall. Best chance for a 1/4 inch or more in our southern communities. Zone forecast showing cooler temperatures today with highs only in the low to mid 50s. In fact, most of our 65 locations in our zone forecast fly through will see highs between about 50 and 56 degrees, which is about 5 degrees short of average. We should be around 61 for an afternoon high. So rain this morning, mainly cloudy and cool otherwise, 54 the high in La Crosse. Tonight clearing, chillier, lows in the low to mid 30s, including 35 in La Crosse. Tomorrow and Saturday, breezy and cooler, highs only around 50. Look at those lows. Friday and Saturday nights in the upper 20s to low 30s, so some frost and or freeze potential. Upper 50s on Sunday. Another chance of showers later Monday into Monday night, lingering into Tuesday, upper 50s to low 60s, and staying near or below average right through next week. Dry Wednesday and Thursday, small chance of showers next Friday. That's the latest look at my 8-day forecast. Now here's Alexandra with our Buzz Report.
The Sundance Film Festival possibly looking for a new home. The legendary Independent Film Showcase has called Park City, Utah home since 1981. Park City will continue to host through the next 2 years, but festival officials say they're exploring some other options. Sundance founder Robert Redford will be involved in the selection process, with a decision expected by late this year or early next. Kate Hudson is ready for her close-up as a singer and songwriter. Glorious is the debut album from the Oscar-nominated actress. The 12-song collection arrives in stores May 17th.
Telescope is a time machine, and JWST can see deeper into the past than any telescope in history, to not long after the Big Bang.
The James Webb Space Telescope is NASA's biggest science mission ever. The IMAX original documentary Deep Sky reveals some of the unprecedented images of the universe the telescope has revealed and what they tell us about the beginnings of time and space. Deep Sky is in IMAX theaters for 1 week, starting tomorrow. In theaters, Everyone Can Hear You Scream. Alien is returning to the big screen for its 45th anniversary for a limited time. That'll start April 26th. Tickets for that on sale now. Before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8. We've got Aiden turning 8 years old today. As you can see here, he loves to go horseback riding. He also loves playing football and baseball. Happy birthday to you. And Loretta is turning 88 today. She loves being around her family, being out and about, and eating chicken strips. Who doesn't love a good chicken strip? If you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88 years old soon, we'd love to feature them. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button underneath the Home tab. Time now is 5:48. Stay with us. We have everything you need to know in 5 minutes or less. Your morning news now, coming up right after the break.
Coming up on CBS Mornings, imagine having thousands of dollars stolen from your bank accounts by scammers, and then your bank refuses to reimburse you. What? That is actually happening to many Americans in this country. Anna Werner spoke with some victims about why they're being left high and dry and what Congress is now doing to try to help. Plus, Vlad gets a taste of a little stand-up comedy. He spoke exclusively with up-and-coming comedian, that's Jay Jordan, about why he left his Southern roots to dive headfirst into the big city comedy scene in New York. Let's see what Vlad does. And we are so excited today. Why? Because country singer, there she is, Brittany Spencer is joining us live in the studio. She'll tell us how her life has changed since Beyonce came a-callin' and asked her to sing in not one but 2 tracks on her country album, Cowboy Carter. Love us some Brittany. We'll see you 7 o'clock straight out.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sauteed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Did you touch the thermostat? Did you turn it up?
Of course not. Did somebody fiddle with the thermostat?
Dude, it's 85 degrees.
85? Do you have any idea what a couple degrees will do to our gas bill?
Why is it so hot here?
Someone turned up the heat.
What do you think you're doing?
I like to sleep with my window open.
You are not supposed to touch a thermostat.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get $3,500 purchase cash on select GMC Sierra models. Or get a total of $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Visit your Best Choice GMC dealer today.
At Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, we're bringing out all the latest styles for patio and outdoor furniture. From dining sets to sectionals and even fire tables, they're all on sale. We've got all of our favorites in stock. That means no waiting. Plus, for a limited time, you'll receive free delivery on your outdoor furniture. Shop the best quality brands from Homecrest and Brizesta, furniture that's designed to last in any weather. Sale prices and free delivery happening now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Voted your favorite furniture store.
In this day and age, we spend way too much time scrolling. Instead, join us for some horseplay at the Midwest Horse Fair. Check out insane tricks, hundreds of horses, clinicians, amazing eats, and spectacular shopping. And entertainment like you've never seen, IRL. Sorry, ask your kids what IRL is.
It's the great Midwest Horse Fair.
Join us at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison, April 19th through the 21st.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
Welcome back. It's 6:51. Time for your morning news now. A former football coach and counselor at Assumption Catholic High School is accused of taking inappropriate videos of his students. 33-year-old Seth Milkey is facing 10 felony counts. According to the criminal complaint, police went to his house in March for a welfare check. He was reportedly talking about killing himself after his wife found child pornography on his computer. Police found photos and videos of 10 students taken with a spy camera they say he hid in a clock in a bathroom. The Diocese of La Crosse issued a statement saying it is shocked and deeply saddened by the allegations. It adds Milkey went through a background check before he was hired. Milkey now facing a maximum sentence of 3.5 years in prison for each of those 10 felony counts. The House could vote on a set of bills to provide foreign aid and potentially ban TikTok as soon as Saturday. That have a good chance of passing. According to the House Appropriations Committee, the foreign aid bills would provide a total of about $95 billion for Ukraine, Israel, and the Indo-Pacific. But Speaker Johnson says he wants to also pass a potential ban on TikTok as well. That could keep the platform out of U.S. app stores unless it cuts ties with its Chinese parent company, ByteDance. Johnson could face some staunch opposition within his own party, as some members warn working with Democrats on such a bill could lead to the speaker losing the gavel, just like what happened with his predecessor, Kevin McCarthy. As turkey hunting season kicks off, remember to keep an eye out for more than just your target. Experts warning ticks are already active and potentially carrying diseases because of the warm winter. While tick numbers seem normal so far, serious tick-related illnesses are popping up earlier than usual. Adult ticks have had more time to move around and pick up diseases, which could spell trouble for hunters, hikers, and anyone enjoying the spring weather.
They're a little bit bigger, they're a little bit easier to spot. On the other hand, the Lyme disease rate can actually be higher because they've had a chance to have multiple blood meals at that point.
He recommends wearing long pants and sleeves, checking your body for ticks after you come back from being in the forest. Also take a shower when you get home and throw your clothes in the dryer for 10 minutes. The Wisconsin Supreme Court is hearing a case that could reshape how the state government works. Governor Tony Evers previously filed a lawsuit against the Republican-controlled legislature. That lawsuit cites dozens of conservation projects the legislature's Joint Finance Committee has blocked, despite approval from the governor. Evers claims the Joint Finance Committee is violating the separation of powers and has become a fourth branch of government. Evers and the JFC continue to clash, most recently over PFAS. The committee has not released money that is already approved in the state budget to battle the forever chemicals. A Wisconsin lawsuit says voters with disabilities should be able to vote electronically. Several voters with disabilities filed that suit this week, arguing electronic absentee voting should be an option for those voters, and that not providing the options is both discriminatory and unconstitutional. Current law provides that option only for military and overseas voters. The lawsuit argues since most absentee voting is on a paper ballot, voters with disabilities can't vote without help. The plaintiffs say the electronic option would allow them to vote in private. The Ho-Chunk Nation is launching a new app. The app teaches how to speak Ho-Chunk, which is considered an endangered language. For now, you can learn the fundamentals of the language, but more units will be added in future updates. We have a link to the app for you on news8000.com.
Have the rain gear handy again this morning. Mainly light rain, but where you see those yellows, some pockets of moderate rain over southeastern Minnesota, northeastern Iowa, and just to the south and east of La Crosse. Current temperatures primarily in the 40s, and we will see cool highs today in the low to mid 50s. Those rain showers most prevalent through about lunchtime. Tomorrow, windy but dry, 50, breezy on Saturday, still cool with highs around 50, upper 50s on Sunday. Could see some frost and or freezing potential Friday and Saturday nights.
Thank you, Bill. Some lucky dogs in Las Vegas got to take part in story time. A group of Nevada SPCA rescue dogs were brought to Gene Ward Elementary School this week. Students there read books for the dogs, who were also able to get some human contact and attention from the kids. Organizers say these events can help the students increase their self-esteem while boosting their speaking and reading skills. This dog reading day was part of a promotion for Adopt a Shelter Pet Day. That is scheduled for next Tuesday, I think, April 30th. I think that's next Tuesday, maybe the following. Thanks so much for starting your morning with us on News 8 Now this morning. We will see you back here at noon. Until then, enjoy your morning.